All right. I'm continuously making videos because I understand the need of saying the last things I need to say. I'm around people who are gonna try to make you accept this nonsensical. They've created this fantasy in their head that is just so comical but disgusting at the same time. They've created this fantasy where they're punishing me for the things they do, like as if I don't know what they do. If you listen to the testimony, how nasty and disgusting these people do and what they've done to women and children is ridiculous. They torture children as young as 7-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 3-year-old sexually with using this technology. Like I know what these people are truly are. I know who put me in this program, and I know what they're trying to facade as. So when they're like, "Oh, the mafia's gonna be doing this," like, listen, whatever theatrics, whatever optics, whatever theater you're gonna create, that's for you to try to block out reality. You guys are the trash that needs to be tortured. But I don't even want that from you guys. I want you guys to live this nasty life continuously, doing this nasty thing, and then die doing these things. Live this indignified life where you force people to think in these disturbing ways. 2 seconds ago, they have this ability to make you feel uncomfortable. Um, you know, uh, n- not 2 seconds, but there's something they do. They make you feel uncomfortable even within your own body. They were making me frustrated, and these people have no shame, right? So can you imagine having to try to create something that's so nonsensical? When I'm making these videos, I'm holding the camera to my face, right? And let's just say that I accidentally like hit my private area or something, or like some the fabric of my private, not literally like even actually feeling it on but like the fabric there. They just make you feel uncomfortable pressure because this can sensitize things in your body, even your sense of touch, to make you feel uncomfortable. And every time that happens, they try to create this pedophilia thing. And now, like to the point where you feel so uncomfortable. Even when I use the restroom, I talked about it. I don't even want to, like as a man, when you use the restroom, you have to, this thing. I don't even want to get near that. Like I'm at the point where like I think about sitting down instead because they're gonna do some disturbing things. So even the most basic, like just accidentally like touching like not even touching, but just like hitting it accidentally when you're reaching something, not even like you know, they're like, oh stop. They make you imagine some disturbing thing. Now it's not even the point where you do it. Like where this you don't even actually have to do it. They can make you feel like you just accidentally hit yourself there or somehow like pressed against like your belt. And like, oh, you see, you got busted. These people have no shame. They have no shame. They're busted because they don't have to be seen. Do you know do you know how spectrum like this is? And they go, oh my gosh, we're gonna get you. I made a video earlier about how this Kim Kardashian family and how they're like doing this memory manipulations. I finished the video and everything else. Then I'm about to, I'm going on YouTube, and they make me feel like I accidentally like hit my like you know like this, like I just hit the growing area, like doing something, like reaching out something. And they're like, oh, you see, and that was after that, right? And they're like, oh, you see, you did that because you wanted to like coming up with some disgusting retardation of the thoughts. And they use these childlike people who have no shame, these people who have no self-respect, who come and start like, oh my gosh, we busted you, you see. They are disgusting. They are low life. They are bottom feeders, and they are trash. This is what they do. What do you think happens when you spend your time doing these things to people? There's a time or another where you go and get like you put so much effort in doing this nastiness to people. You are try to delude yourself into thinking that you're doing it to have. Do you know the amount of people being tortured by these people all around the world? That includes infants. They have no shame. There's no self-respect. They are self-degrading people who think that they are dehumanizing somebody else. Well, they're the one being dehumanized. On top of that, I know the fact that these people are filled with pedophiles in these agencies. Well, these people are trying to find ways to make you feel uncomfortable to the point where even using the restroom becomes something like, I guess I don't even want to. It's embarrassing. They have tried to rewire you, make you uncomfortable. It's just disgusting. It's so many levels, and you hear them try to come up with story. Oh, the mafia is going to do this to you. There's like, listen, we're talking about DARPA, okay? We're talking about a weapon that is so sophisticated that a child can kill you with the utmost ease. This is what we're doing. The rest is that's what they do. The rest is just for the optics, for the visuals. They're gonna chop you. It's like, listen, I can my bones. If you see like my arms, my legs, my elbows look twisted. There's nobody literally came and twisted my elbows. Nobody literally came and did anything to my shoulders. Like just like no, it looked like they fell out of place. My bones are so soft. Nobody came and just like did something to it. No, La Mafia didn't do like you understand. Like I know the real things. The rest is just for the visuals. I have like things like my teeth are about to fall off. This is not my, what I'm saying? Like these people, like this is what this technology is capable of doing. The rest is just the visuals. It's trying to make it seem like we're just punishing. We gotta P.S. You are here killing, torturing children and women. You're the trash. You can't even speak about a pedophile that was picking up kids. You're a bunch of frauds. The facade is just a facade. They're trying to create this facade that is just such a joke, just a comical thing. And then they whisper, "Oh, you're gonna bust you. You're gonna be screaming." It's like, yes, I'm gonna be screaming because I'll be in pain. Yes, you're right. You don't have to whisper that. You guys torture even children and women. He does because he heard a lot of testimony. Like this is how they are. They whisper things like that. Oh, he does. Huh? If you look at them, pure trash, pure cowards, pure bottom feeders that just feel special. Watching me slowly die. Like, what kind of life is that? What kind of how long are they gonna have to live for? Pure nothingness. To try to come up with ways to make you accept this thing. Can you imagine your life consists of this? The dying man is not even subscribing to it. He knows this is the program that torture women and children. He does. And he knows that because testimonies from all around the world has confirmed, validated his what he already knew. What that's this is manipulation. But he didn't know how global this was, how big it was. So the validation is beyond. These things, this noise campaign, he did like I know this thing because I've listened to the testimonies. And they'd like to say, "Oh, I watched it when they tortured you." Just to try to add some mistake in, as if that adds would minimize anything. Okay. You understand? And they do that systematically. They know it makes no sense. Okay, so what you watched it, right? But because they want to maintain this, like we're so evil, we even watched you die. It's like no, you're just a trash that this government uses to do these things. Please watch. Don't live life. Continue to live this. You see them. So I wish I could take pictures of some of them. Can you imagine? It's like I've watched so what? So like I wonder when they say these things that sometimes I wonder. Tell me that you didn't watch. It feels like it's even worse. Like like it feels like okay. I'll be more mad if they're like, oh, they're gonna do this to you, and I'm gonna go on a trip and enjoy myself. Like that. That would make me more like mad instead of oh, and then we're gonna spend more time watching you die and scream. It's like yeah, thank God. You know, they're so delusional. They just forget how stupid and illogical these people are. These people are torturing, doing horrible things to women, doing horrible things to men, doing horrible things to children. Are some of the biggest losers. They are dedicated their life in efforts in doing these horrible things to people, and think life is like I want to live their life. So as I'm dying, um, and I do believe that they're doing things to my body that there's no coming back from. Right? It's I can feel my organs. I want to say that I'm thankful to God that I didn't have to live life like them. These people are also dying in different ways. They no self respect. They play this gimmick that I didn't subscribe to. They can't even be seen because they don't want to be seen as what they're really part of. They try to play this role and try to create this visuals to create this fantasy of theirs when in reality they're a bunch of people who've tortured children and women that will do horrible things to women to fry them, rape them, torment them, torture them to kill themselves. Who knows how many of them actually kill themselves? But in their fantasy, no, we're just here to punish you. They came and speak about the man who was sponsored by my employer, who's a pedophile, who's picking up kids. They have the time to say his name. They're just truly bottom feeders. And then on top of that, you find out these agencies are filled with pedophiles. That's fate. It's fate for these people who wanted to live this fantasy, who wanted to come up with their own storylines. Now they have to come up with different ways to try to go around the fact that these agencies that empower them to do this thing, that contract them to do these things, actually the people filled with pedophile. But at the end of the day, you should have known when you apply this pedophilia type of tormenting on people. Of course, it's going to drive. It's just going to bring a lot of pedophiles in these kind of agencies. I rather die slow in pain than let them live their fantasy and live the life that they live. It's so embarrassing. They might not be physically in pain, but this is humiliating. It's degrading. And these people are like, oh, you're going to be in pain and we're not. Wow. What a lucky. Oh my gosh. Do you understand? The minimum now is they're like, oh my gosh. So one said something about you're gonna die before me. Oh, do you understand? They are the most. They have made themselves so illogical to see human beings, adults and others, dumbing themselves down to this level is something you can't understand. But this is why making testimonies target individual because they want you to think that this is not normal to think like this, it's logical. They dumb themselves down to accept these ways of thinking, to make you accept this manipulation. That's obvious manipulation. You heard that even uncomfortable. Like if I accidentally reach something and try to and I hit something in private area and they try to you see, he's coming up with some and they're really pushing it and somebody comes in, oh he's gonna rape you to get you to accept this as if this is logical. This trash. They keep trying to minimize how trash they are. Oh no, we're mean. Oh, we're cruel. You're trash who do cruel things to people and cowards on top of that. So stay strong and never subscribe to them and know that justice will be done. Thank you.